All right, good evening, guys. Kenna Tortoise Capital Nightly Strategy Podcast for July 16th, 2024. Here's that master template for our advanced sniper trading. Probably start that course in September. This is a refined professional performance model that we're using now to guide our coaching program. I'm going to be working on my own development with my hypnotherapist tomorrow, Sonal, who's a former student and a co-teacher and a great trader in her own right. She's now a licensed hypnotherapist, so I will be working with her, and I'm looking forward to having her help me explore various aspects of this developmental model, which I've been sharing with the coaching cohorts with success. So let's jump into the sniper trades of the day. This one is KRE. That's the regional banks. And these are all on 10-minute charts. Here's yesterday's close. Here's the gap up opening. This is the opening range 10. The second bar has the breakout, so we're going to get long the upward breakout of the opening range 10 minutes. There's our standard R5 risk box. The thing just moves out sharply in our direction. We take the dragon exit for, let's see what we got on this one. This was 1 unit of risk. So 1, 2, 3R. Which means that you bank $300 for every $100 of risk capital. There's a COTA 2 reentry. And grinds another 2R, so that's a total of 5R for the day on KRE, the regional banks. That's what ETFs will do for you. Slow, steady grind. This one is EWZ, one of our standard tradables. This is Brazil. Here's yesterday's close. It gapped up to here. It went as high as here and as low as there in the opening 10 minutes. And then it closed here, and then it continued to go north in the next bar, and then we bought the breakout right there, just like we're supposed to, with a standard risk. It failed immediately for 1R. We stopped and reversed. That failed for half an R, so we're down 1.5. The PSAR collapse and a COTA 2 to the downside. Collapsed in a big way for 2R, so now we're up half. SSC entry for 1.5, so we end up netting 2 for the day. So between these two, this was 3.5. And this was -1, and that was -0.5. So ended up netting 2 for the day. They all look the same leaving the station. Next one is EWW. This is Mexico. Yesterday's close. Here was the gap up. There was the 10-minute high, the 10-minute low. It closed here, and now it opened. Now the next bar was an inside bar, so it didn't go anywhere, so no trade. Then we get a open, it ran up, came back, closed here. It opened here and then went across the VWAP a second time. So with the 1, 2, 3 higher lows and crossing the VWAP, And after seeing that initial surge, I elected to enter. Now, this is a very wide R10, and that's just because of the scale of the day. So that's the 1R risk. It scratches, we re-enter, caught a 2, scratches, get short on the collapse below the PSAR, and as it's uh, crossing the Bollinger Band mean, we get about a third of an R, and that was about it for the day. So this turned out to be much ado about nothing. So this was about 0.3. And in retrospect, this is just a lot of sideways chop. There was no follow through. Unusual behavior in EWW, to be honest. And then finally, we have, this is DIA. So the Dow 30, also 10 minutes. Yesterday's close, gap up, very orderly opening range 10. It breaks out in the next bar, so we're long. And it turns out that that's the size of our risk box right there. Checker hold. We take the skin of the dragon exit for 1, 2, +3. Kata 2 re-entry. Lose a fraction. Kata 2 re-entry. Gain a fraction. Those two pretty much scratch each other. So we end up +3 for the day in DIA. Checker hold. Pretty good day at work. Take a look at the traders. This is a series of ETFs from Chi Weng. He gets the same trade. He gets 3.4, whereas I only got 3, so he beat me on that one. XLB, he takes the crossing of the dragon and the PSAR flip and testing of the Bollinger Band mean, standard risk. It gives him 3.8. He doesn't take the re-entry, which offered more. Still 3.8. XLE, there's the big gap down, a 1, 2, 3 entry, and brings home 1.5. XLI eases into this on the OR10 entry, dragon exit. He was thinking about the Kata 2 re-entry, but decided to go to bed, so it brings him 3.6. So that's a 10R day. That's what 10R looks like. Now, if you get 10R in one day, remember that if we can net 2R for a week, that's 100R for a year. And if your risk capital is $1,000 of risk per trade times 100R a year, that would be 100K. And this is what 10R in a single day looks like compared to 2R for the week. Just saying. This is a Kata 2. So the entry is here, market entry. So price did this. So he takes his stop. There's his risk. It runs up. He exits here, captures that. For 0.1R. working on an automating that trade strategy. This is Brian with minus 1.2 in the euro. This is Jonathan trading DIA. Now he's on the 3-minute instead of the 10-minute. You will recall that Chi Wang and I were on DIA on the 10-minute. We made this same trade off the 10-minute risk box and using an R5, and we got 3 and 3.4. Trading on the 3-minute with a tighter risk, Jonathan brings home 7. There was a COTA 2 involved available here as well. So that's what 7R looks like. And an additional 2.2 on the energy sector. So here's the yesterday's close. Here's the big gap down. Rounding action here. There's the bottom, crosses the dragon. He takes the SSC, I think a tad late. He takes the dragon skin exit for 0.7, gets an emerging dragon re-entry, takes the PSAR exit for 1.54, total of 2.2. Pretty good work. The daily report is posted, and I leave that to you for your continued work. Oh, should we review it? Let's review it. Let's do that. It's already open. Just teasing. Saw that sniper trade of the day. On the 150-day look back, we're pushing all-time highs already. So this is that 150-day look back. This is the 30-day. That's the 10-day. That's the 5-day. So you can see on all of those time dimensions, we are wickedly overbought. So we're deep into the fireworks critical state. Excuse me. Yeah, on the let's see, let's go to here we are. On the oops, let's go back to the Dow tactical. Sorry. Just basically on the ETFs and in the Dow, massive outperformance on all of the time frames. Just throw a dead cat into the room and you're going to hit something good to trade. Everything peaking. Just a couple symbols on the auto framer. Oil, blended commodities, Nike, because everything's pushing that new 10-day highs. That's why you're not getting much. Only utilities were pinched. It was a large positive directional day today. Very few things testing better than 2-to-1 on the auto framer, but Alcoa, US Steel, and Oracle. Microsoft and Nvidia, not too bad. There's actually a bit of a buy on dip opportunities. And if you look carefully, there's some key names in here that did not participate in the upside today. So if you're looking for some tech leaders to resume soon, Microsoft, Nvidia, Advanced Micro, Intel, XLK, not too shabby. Summer dominating. NDX tells the tale, everything just working. Don't try to get in the way of that. The frog list of trading values, marijuana, Nvidia, Nucor, Tesla, all extremely well postured. That's as strong of a 30 period regression line slope as you want to see. Everything's looking green and go. And on the Z-scores, everything is now above the Z+1. So we are officially in opportunistic land, and we're pulling away from the river. All of that looks good. Protect your risk and your downside. Now is the time to make sure you got your stops where you want them. All right, that's everything for tonight, guys. Let's get this published and posted. Keep up the good work, guys. You're crushing it.